Surat Off, chapter Q. Not anything to do with Q as in the gospel or Q anon, obviously. In the name of Allah, the merciful, the compassionate, off by the Qur'an glorious. Nay, they wonder that there has come to them a warner from among themselves. So the unbelievers say, this is a thing strange. When we are dead and turned to dust, that is a return far off. We know what the earth takes away from them, and we have a book that preserves a record. Nay, they have counted false the truth when it came to them, and they are in an affair confused. Have they not looked at the sky above them, how we have built it and adorned it, and in it is not a gap? The earth we have stretched out and cast upon it peaks, and caused to spring up in it every beauteous kind of plant, a demonstration and a reminder to any servant disposed to turn penitently to Allah. We sent down from the heaven water blessed, and thereby we caused to spring up gardens and the harvest grain, and palm trees tall with fruit spikes compact, a provision for the servants, and we revived thereby dead land. So will be the coming forth before them. There counted the message false, the people of Noah, the man of Aras, Thamud, Ad, Pharaoh, and the brothers of Lot, the men of the grove, and the people of Tuba, all counted the messengers false, and true came my promise. Were we then tired out by the first creation? Nay, they are in dubity about a new creation. We have created man, and we know what his soul whispers within him, for we are nearer to him than his jugular vein. When the two meet, one on the right and one on the left, sitting, he utters not a word, but beside him is an observer ready, and the drunken sleep of death comes in truth. This is what thou hast been avoiding. A blast is blown on the trumpet. This is the day of the promise. Each soul accompanied by a driver and a witness. Thou hast been in neglect of this, but we have lifted thy covering off thee, and today thy sight is sharp. His mate says, this is what I have ready. Ye two cast in Gehenna, each unbeliever, obstinate, hinderer of the good, hostile, contentious, who is set along with Allah another God. Well, taken partner, attributed partners in divinity. So cast him into the punishment severe. His mate says, O our Lord, I did not cause him to transgress, but he was in error far. He says, wrangle not in my presence, seeing I have sent to you beforehand the promise. What is said is not altered with me, nor am I one who does wrong to the servants. On the day when we say to Gehenna, art thou full? And it says, are there any more? And the garden shall have been advanced to those who show piety not far off. This is what ye are promised. It is for every devout one mindful, who fears the merciful and the unseen, and comes with heart turning in penitence, enter it in peace. And that is the day of eternity. What they will have therein and with us is still more. How many a generation have we destroyed before them, who were stronger in prowess than they, and they searched in the lands whether there was any place of refuge. Lo, and that is a reminder for whoever has a heart or listens with a present mind. We have created the heavens and the earth, and what is between them in 6 days without being affected by fatigue. So endure patiently under what they say, and give glory with praise of thy Lord before the rising of the sun and before the setting, and part of the night give glory to him, and at the backs of the prostration. And listen for the day when the herald will make proclamation from a place near at hand, the day when they will hear the shout in truth. That is the day of the coming forth. Verily it is we who give life and cause death, and to us is the trend. On the day when the earth will be cleft from off them as they hasten for us, that is a rounding up easy. We know well what they say, and thou art over them, not a tyrant. So remind by the Qur'an, whoever may fear my threat. And so chapter 50 is along with 32, 18, 76, are, really good chapters to say on a Friday. And, the sunset Thursday to the sunset Friday is what's meant by that. And this trumpet sound 6 times at night, I think it's always been after the dusk prayer, before a Yellowstone earthquake was felt. And I mean Yellowstone is in the big thing, not just like the one park, because Yellowstone is a multi-park volcano. Seriously, the night before, and it's like a weird trumpet thing I've never heard in my life, until I don't remember exactly when the first one was, but less than 5 years ago. And it's happened 6 times. So I think this is what some of the Asian trumpets, like in Tibet and stuff, I think that's kind of what those things represent.